Hello everybody, welcome to KTT Talks today with a different format. I will cut the music. So today we will have a practical lesson. The main objective is to give you some tools to improve your walking in Semba. So we will share with you one or two exercises in order that you can practice. Of course, this will be directed to couple position, but the exercise can be practiced also alone. So meanwhile, while we are here waiting to more people to get in, let us know where are you from, if Semba is something that you like, in somehow if you have any doubts related to Semba, so that way we can prepare other lessons. And I would love to see the answerings.
If they put, maybe they don't put.
Good. So let me check who is here. Hola Magda, ¿cómo estamos? Evgeny. Good. So let me know, the audio is good. Can you hear good? Everything is okay? I hope so.
Yes, it's
so let's
good.
start. So, Paula Ricardo ALC Dance Studios from Porto, Portugal. Today it's a KTT Talks where we will share with you tips to improve your walking in Semba. Okay? So first of all, a fast introduction related to Semba. Semba, it's a music style from Angola. It's got the origin together to what we know nowadays as Semba music appear around 50s. Before the 50s, already Semba existed and included Masemba. Masemba means the contact between the belly buttons, and Semba is the singular word of Masemba in Kimbundu. So in the 50s, there was a big change about the music production. So till that time, Semba and Masemba music was produced mainly with percussive instruments, with drums, with dikanza. Dikanza is a very important instrument for Semba. In Latin America, you have also an instrument that is similar that is called guiro. In Portugal, we call it recu-recu. Also the muquino, some people call it the bate-bate, that is a stick hitting on the floor. So whistles, berimbau, also the instrument that is very used in capoeira. And this is the matrix Semba, Semba de raiz, okay? There was no melodic instruments. But in the 50s, a man called Liceu Vieira Dias introduced the guitar to the Semba music production. And Liceu Vieira Dias, just a side note, if you know Pechu, my big brother from another mother, the man that is considered the father of Kizomba dancing, the one that created the first, as far as I know, the first Kizomba teaching methodology, is living in Lisbon. He is a man of culture. He is a long, como é que se diz poço? A long tunnel, okay, it's not tunnel, it's the opposite down, of knowledge regarding Angolan culture. And his name, Pechu, is Pedro Vieira Dias. So he belonged to the family of Vieira Dias, that is a very known family related mainly to culture in Angola. And Liceu Vieira Dias picked up the guitar. Long story short, of course, we don't have time to go deep on that, but pick up the guitar, introduces on Semba, together with this group called Ngola Ritmos. And that time, okay, at that time, the music started being introduced also in the ballrooms, and the way of dancing, the approach of dance started changing also. Let's do a fast forward till the days of today. Nowadays, you have mainly two ways of dancing Semba. You have the classic way of dancing Semba that is very elegant, very walking, and that pose of the walking, that elegance is very difficult to reach because it's something that you will get only with the maturity, with the years. It's difficult to enter immediately on your body. We had the luck to travel to Angola and be in Chá de Cachinde, that is a place, an event venue in Angola, where every Monday they have Banda Maravilha playing live. Banda Maravilha is one of the most important bands in Angola, related to Semba mainly. And they have mainly grown-up people there, so let's go like that. So people more aged, that go there with a family, with a couple, they sit down to eat, to talk, and then they go to the ballroom to dance. And it's delicious to see and to watch them dancing. It's something that, it makes a lot of sense, at least for us. We were like, dropping water from the mouth, like, oh my God, this is so beautiful. And it's difficult to get that in your body if you don't have that life experience. But then the new generation, they start implementing new approach to the movement, influenced by Kuduro, by Afro House, also from the carnival dances, and also as the music starts changing, new approaches start appearing. So some people call it Semba show interpretation, where the movement is more active, it's more closer to the Kuduro and Afro House approach of body movement. So today we will go a little bit more into the classical style, and then we will give a progression on the exercise where you can apply some footwork and also bringing a little bit of that flow, of that ginga, directed to more modern approach to Semba. Anything you want to add?
Good.
Good. Remember also that Semba is a popular dance. In Angola, you will find like a matrix of approach to the movement. You will see like a line that makes part of the same style, but it's very free. It's a popular dance. So, including you will see a lot of influences from Latin dances, like you see in salsa, for those that are from the salsa community, mainly for the Cuban style and also the LA style with the neck drops, with the gentleman with the foot on the floor sliding and the lady walking. So some of these moves are also applied to Semba. It's wrong to think that Semba, it's only fast music and fast dance. No, you can have really slow Semba, almost like ballads, and you can interpret that. And the approach is it's traveling, okay? So I'm gonna share with you an exercise of walking. That's why this is called Semba walking improvement. Some exercises that we do with our students in our school, also with in our program of Semba teachers training. We have the KTT, the Kizomba teachers training, but we have a block also directed only for Semba, where we share exactly the same way that we do it in our school. So this is a very good tool for instructors, because you will have a program ready to use with 16 lessons, step by step, with a dossier that gives you the syllabus and the summaries, what to do in lesson number 1, lesson number 2, the technique for the followers, the technique for the leaders, music approach, different suggestions of music, also with MP3 folders. So it's a very complete program, but we are not here today for that.
And just to share with you, that are two things that helped us to improve our keep helping us to improve our Semba movement is doing Afro House or Kuduro lessons that help, or lessons or movements or dance, put the music and try to dance and try to see even the natives dancing that kind of songs, and you will start feeling the groove. And the other thing is what we are all the time saying, that is keep the walking, but imagining that you have a basket on your head and you need to be able to move without being afraid. Is not the idea of like you are walking to not in a way that you cannot let it down, but you need to walk, you need to do the movements also, but without letting the basket fall down. It's like you create a plie and a connection with your toes with the floor. In this way, it's very possible, even the jumps that they do usually in Afro House or Kuduro, they are jumps that they stay with their head in the same place. It seems that they are jumping to the floor and not going up. And this helps us a lot to improve our Semba movement. And this kind of exercises that we are going to share with you.
Maybe it will be a topic for another talk here. Let us know if you like the idea, how to apply some Afro House moves to Semba dancing or to Kizomba dancing. Okay, it's possible to do this approach, picking up Afro House moves like Pengua, for example, and apply it to a Semba dance. If you like this idea, write down saying, I want this, and we'll take care of that request, okay? So the first exercise that you will do, I will try to, maybe in this line first.
And this okay there?
Yeah, it's okay. So we are in the center. So first, without the contact, let's think about 3 lines. Center line, left line for the leaders, of course, and right line for the leaders also, okay? So we're gonna start with the man saída. So first for the feet, okay? Let's talk about footwork. Followers go back with the right, leaders open diagonal the left. 1. We step forward out of the center, followers back. 2. The leaders enter the center, the followers keep the center. 3. The leaders open to the right lane and followers keep the center again. This is the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. On 5, we keep the right lane, followers keep the center. 5. We step together on 6 and followers open in front of us. 6. We will turn our torso like doing a virgula. Virgula means comma, okay? We will turn our torso to the left and followers back with the right. Back with the right.
Oops, sorry.
Okay? One more time. So let's try. We go diagonal. 1,
Back,
2,
back,
3,
back,
4,
back,
5,
back,
together
open.
6. Okay? From here we do a turn.
Back, turning.
7, open to a lady Saida.
Open.
8, walk back. 1, facing 2,
Forward.
stop 3.
Together.
Okay, I hope you can see the feet.
Yeah.
Let's do in this direction. Okay? Now to pay attention to the leader. So diagonal 1,
Back,
forward 2,
back,
facing 3,
back,
open 4,
back,
forward 5,
back,
facing the follower
open,
6, turn 7,
back,
lady Saida,
open,
1,
out,
2,
in,
3,
together.
don't move 4, open to the side, 5, 6, 7, again, okay, one more time. So leaders go forward with the left. Can you do it like this, walking backwards and I walk forward?
Yeah.
So the followers, the first steps, you will walk backwards in the same line, but pay attention to Paula upper body as she will keep directed to the partner. The leaders start diagonal and we go 1,
Back,
walk 2,
back,
facing 3,
back,
open 4,
back,
walking 5,
back,
followers open 6,
open,
lady Saida turning 7,
back,
prepare 8,
open,
out 1,
out,
facing 2,
in,
touch
together.
3, don't move 4, side basic, 5,
Open,
6,
together,
7,
open,
8.
together.
One more time. 5, 6, 7,
And
1,
back,
and 2,
back,
and 3,
back,
and 4,
back,
and 5
back,
together. 6,
open,
7,
back,
say that.
forward.
8, 1, 2, stop, 3.
I made the mistake.
Yes, you made it. One more time. Paula is sleeping. 5, 6, 7, Saida.
And
Man,
back,
Saida.
back,
Facing
back,
and
back,
open.
back,
Forward. Lady open.
open.
Lady Saida turning.
Back,
Turn, open,
out, in,
and
together.
touch. Okay? So, regarding the walking, let's try to walk in place. Or let's try to stop between the steps. Okay? So we'll have a motion of moving forward, but make sure that your foot, for the leaders, when you move, don't transfer the weight. Okay? And the followers exactly the same.
Yes, we go back, but without transfer immediately the weight. For that, look my right leg, stretch the left band, and then I change weight.
Think about the body weight transfer as you walk as something that will be continuous, not as something stopped.
Yeah.
Okay? So allow the body weight. I will show you my culito with a white in order that you can see better. Okay? So your walking must be continuous. And as you stretch one knee and bend the other, if you see my culito, it's like a little duck. Okay? Little duck. So as you step one side to another, there is a pause that you will keep facing each other to do the Saida after. Okay? So in couple position, we will start first. Think about the progression, okay? The way that we do is progressive. We start by the feet. Then we go to a couple position without too much movement or too much technique, just to understand where we are. And including we start in a split frame, okay? Leader's right hand on lady's shoulder blade.
The tricep of the lady, the left arm on the arm of the man, and then the hand, the left hand.
This hand in contact, keep the middle between both. Depending on lady's highs, let's respect the high of the lady, keeping the hand a little bit on top of the right shoulder, okay? Don't bring too much or don't keep it too low. Just try to respect this position. And we start the zero position. The right feet directed between each other, the shoulders facing each other. And we go diagonal 1,
back,
we go forward 2,
back,
we face each other 3,
back,
4,
back,
5,
back,
and as you step together, bring the
open,
follower in front of you. We start the saída
back,
facing each other, prepare the saída, cross back facing, walk, touch, suspension, open, touch to the other side. 1, 2, facing 3, open 4, 5 together, 6, turn 7, 8, out 1, 2, stop 3, 4, open 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now, it's important to take in consideration the position of each other. So, imagine the follower will be between 2 points of contact. The presence of the left arm and the contact of the right arm.
The contact on the left lateral side of the lady. This is very important for you to lead in a proper way the lady. If you are just here, it will be more difficult for her to understand. Remember, our upper body is like our wheel drive is not the wheel.
Steering wheel.
Steering wheel. Then if you have the lateral contact of your arm on the lateral part of the upper body of the lady, it will be amazing and more understandable.
Good. Your microphone is here. When you turn your face that side, the microphone doesn't work.
Okay.
So, what will happen? We will keep our frame in the spot as we walk to the other side. The follower needs to feel that we want her to walk backwards. Okay, so there is a projection. She will feel to walk backwards. But the frame need to keep in the same position in a way that we can go to the other side and keep the spot. Now the follower feel attention once again to walk backwards and we face in front of her. Again, intention to walk backwards, but our frame keep the center. So it's like your right arm do a small tension in, because if you don't do that tension in, they might open to the side and we don't want that. We want the follower to keep back as we do a saída to the other side to move forward. Now the right arm will lead the follower to face us and you create the suspension. If you bring too much, they might get together and we don't want that. We want the follower to keep the legs split in order that the next move that she will do with the right, we need to have extra tension. So the leading will be with the leg open, the leading will be to go back, associated to turn. So the tension will be back turn, and we are searching the zero position. We open to the side, keeping facing each other, and now we will do a lady saída, keeping the intention to each other once again. So the leaders cross back and searching for the zero position, facing each other in a way that we close the saída to touch in the place.
For us as a followers, it's very important the eyes, the six eyes. 2, 4, 6. And we need to look with the 6 eyes to him in a way that is comfortable and understandable. For that, you need to have a dissociation in your upper body and the down part of your body in a way that we can go back and really walk back with our legs in a straight line back, but open our upper body to look to the chest of our partner. And other thing is to slide. I'm all the time sliding the position of my toes to the position that my upper body is being direct, and by consequence my hip also, in a way that I will not be like this or like this. And an important point is here, when the man make the lady open and then he do the going forward and back, for us is back and forward, I walk with my right, but I need to slide my left foot in a way that I can adapt. If I stay like this, I will be heavier to him and it will be more uncomfortable for me. I'm doing this in the microphone. Sorry. Then you need to walk back with your right and slide your left toes in a way that you are in the same line of your hip and your upper body. Yeah?
Evgeny is asking here, when you finish the sequence, sometimes you say touch, sometimes you say together. Are there any difference between two of them? No, my friend. The idea is that the person that is listening will understand what to do. So a touch can be a touch together or can be a touch forward or a touch back or a touch to the side. So maybe the correct is touch together. But it's a way of being easier to communicate. So if I say close together, I'm not giving the enough information to let you know if it is a touch or if it is a walk, a body weight transfer. But as we made some repetitions, your brain will already assume it. So the first time that I will share, I will say touch together, and I will also add with a suspension, because it will be one step with 2 counts. So instead of touch and stop, we will do touch and hold, creating a suspension, and including, I would talk about that forward, but I will anticipate that. If you create including a suspension, but stretching your knees and bringing your culito back, your bunda back, very small, it will give extra feeling. Touch and hold and stop. So it's like, don't give a feeling of completely stop. Instead of being, let me be closer, instead of being touch and stop, would be touch and hold and open, touch. So this will give a continuation. Make sense? Let me know after in the comments, Evgeny, if everything is okay, if you understood the idea.
And it's like everything is very smooth, like we were speaking about of the changing, and in a way that you can move better your culito or your bunda, is thinking about stretching your knees in a continuous way, not in a sharp line. It's in a continuous way, and you are going to change weight in a continuous way. It's not to change immediately as you are doing the step touch and with the sharp lines. Yes, if this makes sense for you.
Good. So in this walking you can do it, and sorry now for the noise, you can do it closer. So doesn't mean that to dance Semba you need to do it in a split position. No, you can do it really close and you can do exactly the same exercise, but it will look like you have less space. But it's exactly the same idea. Touch and stop, open, touch, to the other side. So if you feel this, it's even more important to do the upper body rotation in your torso when you are closer to each other, because it's the only way to have space in your walking. Together, change direction, out, in, and touch. So this would be the third progression. First, the feet alone. Second, in couple position with a split, including if you feel more difficulty, you can search this frame.
The ladies out inside on the biceps of the man, and the man outside on the tricep and elbows of the lady.
It's a good bicep. Yeah. So, and the hands are here. So like this, it's like a wheel drive. Once again, the push is to go back, but going out, and like that you make sure that you are keeping the position and keeping the distance. Okay? After you go to the couple position, and then you go closer to each other, and make sure that you keep the position of your hip in front of each other. A common mistake is that the leaders overpass the line of the follower, and this is not good. And when we do the saída in turn, it happens also that the followers a lot of time overpass the line of the leader. So let me do to the other side. So doing the saída in a turn, sometimes the followers do like this. This is not cool. We will lose the posture, we will lose the frame, and also the guys will be with the arms on your boobs. So if you don't want the arms on your boobs, don't move too forward, okay? So the proper way of doing it, respecting the frame, and every time we do a step, if you release the contact, you should be in your individual balance, okay?
Okay.
Something that I do also in the moment of this part before the saída in the turning, when I step together, once again, suspension. I will do it in this angle. So from this walk here, back, yes. So I lead Paula to open to the side. When I step together, once again, a suspension with my culito back, in order that I have more motion to move after forward, okay? Less is more. Mainly when you are starting, learn the rules, master the rules, and then you can break the rules, in order that after you can do some footwork and crazy movement and more how do you say? Quirky, I don't know. Quirky, I don't know the word. So more kinky movement. Thank you very much. Kinky movement. You need first to master what you are doing in order that will look cool. And the molding to your body will happen naturally. Okay? Anything else?
No, it's good. It's like that. Questions, more questions if you have.
When you close, Evgeny is asking, yes, thank you, and the weight is 50-50 on both legs. No, because if you keep 50-50 on both legs, you will allow the follower to be confused. If you see on my back, if I have the weight on my right, or if I have the weight on both, or if I have the weight on left, I might think that you didn't saw any difference, okay? But with the person together to you, this small variation will make the difference, okay? So it seems that you are 50-50, but in fact, I will exaggerate. One thing is to be with the weight completely on the right, 50-50, completely on the left, without opening, completely on the left. But now, I can give the same intention to Paula. She knows what leg I want her to move. Good. If I'm like this, she knows what leg I want her to move. And if I'm like this, she can move any of the legs because we are in the center, okay? So it's a tiny movement that is not visually perceptible.
It's not the movement, it's the intention of the movement. And like we are very connected, you don't need to be really like this, but we are connected. We feel where is the weight of the leader, and we feel what the leader wants us to do.
Oh my God, não há pachorra entered the live. It's a profile that is called Não há pachorra.
Yeah. I already.
I hope that you have pachorra now to watch this. So, now, bringing a little bit of flavor, like there is a small movement that will happen, once again, what Paula was saying, visual movement and intention of the movement. There is a kind of side stretch and compression when you walk. So when I walk with my left, I will create an extension on my left side, on my ribs, and a compression on my right side. So it will be something like this, okay? So it would be something like this, but this is strange, of course. So what I advise is to understand this extension, doing it visually, including allowing your shoulder to go back, down, and to go up, okay? Almost like this, but then trying it to do with your shoulders flat and having just a small extension and compression, because like this you will have a bounce that is constant, but once again it's something that happens inside, but visually don't pass so much to the outside. Yes. And like this the walking will be more groovy, will be more Semba. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, in 5, 6, other side, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, hold 4, in 5, 6, 7, 8. As leading and following exercise, variation to the 3, 4, okay? You can do 3, suspend 4. Let me do it closer to you in order that you can see better. 3 suspension 4, open 5, 6, 7, 8. You can do a double touch like a bounce. 3, 4, open, touch. Remember that this bounce, once again, keep the frame as you do your movement. The follower will understand it and will follow. You don't need to lead with your arms, it will look awkward. 3 and 4, open 5, or you can do a back jajão. 3, 4, open 5, 6, 7, 8. While you are practicing, you can try to do different repetitions and try to change that 3, 4. Suspension, double bounce, jajão. In order that you can practice also leading and following to see if the follower is waiting for you and complementing your movement instead of just doing it alone. Good?
Yes, no more.
So one more time.
We need to do it with music, yes or not?
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, in 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, in 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? And then test this. I will not play music for a simple reason, because it's possible that Instagram will cut it after, okay? So in order that we will not lose the range and the live, we will keep it without music because I advise you after to use slow Semba, fast Semba, middle Semba, and including, I want also to do here a disclaimer. In our Semba lessons, dance Semba lessons, sometimes we use some Kizomba songs because there are some Kizomba songs that are very similar to Semba. And the way of interpretation as a dance to some Kizomba songs will be the same as to some Semba songs. It makes sense? Como aquela que é executada saindo da vírgula. More or less. Sí, Rita, es idéntico de la vírgula, pero la diferencia es que en la vírgula hay una suspensión con giro, ¿ok? Y aquí hay una suspensión aguantada en el posto, ¿ok? So, did you understand this idea? There are some Kizomba classic style music, and I'm not talking about old music, I'm talking about also, for example, Kizomba from Kiaku Kiadaf, that are very
with classical flavor
with acoustic instruments.
Yeah.
It's not software made,
yeah.
And the sonority is very similar to Semba. So the energy is very similar to Semba, although it is not Semba, it is Kizomba. But the way of dancing will be very similar. So that's why sometimes we use also Kizomba music in Semba lessons in order that we can have different approach to the movement. Okay, but the movement will be the same, but the sonority will be different.
Okay.
Good. So, do you have any question? We will just add now a last progression where you can apply some footwork. Disclaimer again, don't start by doing the fancy things about the footwork if you don't master yet your framing. First, leading and following. Second, styling and footwork. Our perspective, the way that we see it. We need to be able to communicate and, for example, to do this same step, these first 3 steps, that I just walk, 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 I can do slide, tap, ball, change, and including in the tap ball, I can create here a small pivot on my left foot. For Paula, need to be exactly the same feeling. 1, 2, 3. The upper body for her need to be exactly the same if I do it one way or another. Okay, so for that you need to isolate and you need to practice first really good the position in simple walking.
It's the thing that I already told you about the basket in your head. You need to move in a way that you don't let the basket fall down. Also, we need to take care about the frame, but in this case of Semba, we need also to master the walking. That is very, very important and very characteristic from Semba. It's like in Argentine tango that the walking is the thing that is more difficult to achieve, and you need to have maturity and you need to practice in a way that you can achieve the proper walking. In Semba, it's exactly the same. Then leading and following, the walking, and then you can apply some footwork. If you don't master very good also your walking, your footwork, if you are going to do footwork, it will be strange because you will do the movements up instead of being connected with the floor. Then master your way of walking.
Semba without ginga, it is not Semba.
Yes.
Okay, and ginga is what you do between each step. And you can have a proper ginga or you can have a strange movement. Let's not call it, because if it's a strange ginga, it's not ginga, it's a strange movement, okay? So try to showing a little bit more the way of stepping.
Yeah.
And need to be patient, of course.
And not only the men can do footwork, us as a followers, we can do also footwork with the same feeling as Ricardo was saying. For the leaders, without disturbing the upper body, it's our connection, then don't disturb. We can do also, when the men do the mensaída, we can do the walking normal, but then on the contratempo we can open, and then when we step with our left, we slide both heels inside. Then you can do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, something like this, without disturbing the upper body, without disturbing the connection. Then just once more, it will be something like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, something like that. Yeah?
Beautiful. I was doing there a zoom in to your foot. Every time we want to do an opening, you can have a Fred Astaire opening, like without energy. My perspective, I don't use this in Semba. The idea is like, imagine that you have strong elastics around your ankles, okay? Really strong, and it's difficult to move. And when you try to open, immediately it rings in. And it's almost like a back pain. When you do the open, by pressing the right foot to the floor, with the back pain, with the strong elastics, you are able to slide. Did you felt the difference? So one thing is to have a slide with energy out. Other thing is to have a slide that will be more blocked. It not allow you to move the foot outside. It's controlled and with energy inside. Good?
See, Rita is saying, she's saying that you need to practice the movements of the man styling, Ricardo man styling
Every
lesson.
Friday at 6 p.m.
And
Kizomba man
also
styling.
Paula, lady
And with
styling.
Paula, every Thursday with Paula.
Grazie mille, Rita.
This is a good moment to talk about your new project, ALC Kizomba and Semba Academy. So it's a new platform. Around, at this moment, I think we have 135 video lessons available, and each week, new lessons. Thursday with Paula, Kizomba lady styling. Friday with me, Kizomba men styling, and twice a month, 2 extra lessons. For example, this Saturday, it will be Tarraxinha, okay? You have 7 days free access. It's a trial version, 7 days with entire access, because we want you to experiment first. And after, you have 2 options. Option 1, 29 euros a month. You listen good. 29 euros a month. Just 29 euros a month to have access to 135 video lessons, Kizomba, Semba, Tarraxinha, musicality lessons, fusion lessons between tango and Kizomba, and Afro House and Kizomba, and the live lessons are included. So you can attend the new lessons live. We have 10 new lessons per month live, and if you cannot attend live, one day after they will be available at the Academy. If you want to have extra discount, you can buy the year subscription, and it's just 290 euros. 290, and give you 2 months for free, okay? You can go to our bio, in our profile, go to our bio, you have there the link, click there, visit the webpage, see if you like the idea, test the trial version, and I hope to see you tomorrow in Paula lesson, or Friday with my lesson, and Saturday to the Tarraxinha lesson. So with the 7 days trial, you can attend for free these 3 lessons, okay? Who is the friend? Tell me. We are friends. We know that it's difficult at this time, so we are trying to help others, to entertain, to earn more notion of technique, and also to be able for the instructors to collect knowledge to be able to teach after, okay? Good. Will there be a notification after the 7 days explaining how we can continue? Yes, so the thing, we are in a beta version, okay? We just start this 7 days before. So the first ones to enter the Academy, only today start being charged. And the process is, you enter the Academy, you need to do your registration, you enter your data, including your credit card. It's like a PayPal, okay? If you do, Netflix. If you do a registration for Netflix, it's exactly the same. You enter your credit card, you have the access, you receive an email confirmation, and you have 7 days access. If you don't want to continue, before the 7 days, you go there to your dashboard, click the button cancel, you don't need to give any justification, and immediately there is a cancellation and you will not be charged after the 7 days. If you like us, if you like our product, if you feel that is an extra value for you, you don't need to do nothing. You will be charged on your credit card, and after you receive by email the invoice. It's a simple access. It's, I think, easier than this. It's difficult, okay?
Now another question.
Tell me, how much weight you do put in every step? How do you manage to be soft and have well-defined step with a pause and fluid in the torso? Okay, there are several exercises that I can share with you. Peter. These are some of the things that we go very deep in the every Friday lesson, including how to slide the feet and to be able to become smoother. But in a fast explanation, you can have a foot forward with 0% of weight, 25%, 50%, 75%, and 100% is when the other foot is completely free of weight and you are on top of your foot. If you go here, it's already 125%, okay? So what I do in my walking is that my foot go forward and I have 0% of body weight with the knee bended. By pressing the floor with the front foot, stretching the knee, I will be able to move the other foot forward. So between 1 and 2, that time that exists, the wave form of the music between 1 and 2, will be my transition to shift 100% to the left and allow the right to go forward with 0%. When I realized this and when I mastered this, my movement in Kizomba and Semba, it was like mind-blowing changing, okay? So I walk 1 and 2. And the idea is always the movement will be not by the leg that go forward, but by the pressure to the floor of the support leg. And as you press to the floor, you are able to have this motion of walking forward. Good? Of course, brain will be attacked with information. Associated to this, you need to keep the frame position to your partner, the connection, the leading, the music. So it's a lot of things. So that's why this way of walking, it will allow you. Imagine yourself underwater with big heavy boots. So it will be difficult to move. Boom, boom, but there is no stop. There is a continuation. And we are talking, of course, as a general way, a foundation way of walking. After, we have a lot of different exceptions to the walking. I can have a walking like this bouncing, but I don't use this bouncing as a foundation. It will be an exception. So the exceptions happen just a few times, and the foundation is there most of the time. Good?
Good. No more questions.
No more questions. I think that's it for today. So I hope that you enjoy it. We will upload this here in our Instagram account. We will also upload to our YouTube. If you don't know our YouTube, Paula Ricardo ALC Dance, go there, do the subscribe, click the bell to activate the notifications, and every time we have new videos, you will be notified. Go to our, it's a lot of things to do, I know, but go there to our bio, and you will find the ALC Kizomba and Semba Academy link. Take a view, give a try, 7 days, and you can enjoy tomorrow lesson from Paula, Friday my lesson, and Saturday Tarraxinha lesson, okay? If not before, see you Saturday here, and that's it. Beijinhos, beijinhos.
Thank you.
Big kiss.
Kisses. Grazie
Ciao, ciao.
mille, Rita. Ciao, Mary Jane, Magda.